What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I'm going to wrap the front fender on the Tesla Model X. I'm wrapping it in gloss chalk gray from Vivid. It's color fusion. Why wrap cars in anything else these days other than cosmetic paint protection film? Doesn't make any sense, especially for the price points and difference in cost of material versus a cast material. This is far superior and for like a few dollars more. So it doesn't even make any sense to use a cast material anymore, at least unless you can't get the color, which colors are coming out all the time as far as new ones go. This is gonna be a wet installation on this front fender. You can install this dry, so it's a hybrid material. I recommend larger panels to do them wet, just a little bit of soapy water, down it goes down a lot smoother, goes down easier. It does take longer for your edges and so forth to dry. You can accelerate that with a heat gun. We are still waiting for the hood. As you can see here, the edges are not finished up yet. It's just sitting up and open right now, but that doesn't mean that I can't move on to something else. So I might as well make use of my time and move on to the fender. And while the fender is drying, I can move on to the other fender and so forth, just around the car as we go. Other than that, more or less, let's get into it. And again, if you're looking for in-person training, visit my website, www.vinylwraptraining.com. It's in the description below. And also my online training website, if you're looking for something a little more accessible. It's $8.99 a month, but we're giving away the first month free at ckwraps.com. Link is in the top corner and the description below as well for you guys. Let's get into this. So I've cut my piece already to size. Whole vehicle's been clay barred, prepped, wiped down all the edges. I've masked off a couple of areas that are a little bit tighter. My piece of material is already sitting on the table here. I've wet the underside of it so it sticks down on the table a little bit easier. And now we're just gonna wet the release liner side or the adhesive side, and then we're gonna wet the fender. Now you don't have to wet it as much as I am, but I'm treating it as I would a clear paint protection film. That's my slip solution. I have it in both bottles. It's just a backup bottle. Okay, let's fit that in nicely. I'm going to tack the film to the door right here, and it has to pull tight moving forward. So we can also flatten out that, like right here, if you want to. So I want to go something like, that shifted. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna get that back up. So let's get that tacked here a bit. And then we're gonna take the film and pull it towards the front. So you notice how I'm tacking the exterior side of the fender. Okay, so that's about as tight as I need it to be, right there. That's okay, that's just lifting up right now. Fix that, I'll fix up itself in a second. So it's wrapping around the fender really nicely. You can see that there, and that's what you want. Cool. Some fluid right there. Be super thorough with your passes. Don't leave any fluid behind. Let's just wet the surface a bit more. There we go. From here, I can pull downwards like this. I put my hand right over top. Cool. Come in over the top just like this. And then I'm gonna lift up right here. There we go. Let's fix up that. There we go, because I was bunching up right there. There's that side marker area. Here I can do a little cut if I want to. That'll be a bit of a relief cut. I'm gonna flush our edges first. That's mainly the most important thing to do because we have soapy water. We don't wanna have any soapy water on our edges. So we wanna flush that out really nicely. Oh, see that? I'll just lift it up. It won't lift anymore once I get tack solution on it. So let's do that. Squeegee that out again. And that won't lift up as easily again. Okay, so again, super thorough. You can feel water there. I missed a bubble. Got it out. And if you leave bubbles behind with this material, super easy to get it out with enough pressure. There's another one right there. There we go. Okay, it looks great. So one area we might be able to get down, we can try, is here. I have to find where the hole is, so that's right about there. I'm gonna open this up and spray, so I don't know why my hands are getting so dirty, but they are. I'm gonna spray in tack solution right behind here. Keeping the film tight is key for cutting it clean. There's no way this is going to go down without adding a lot of tack solution, okay? So I'm going to take it, push in with my thumb. Okay, I'm going to hold it right there. It's kind of staying. If this doesn't work right now, we'll just come back to it later. Once it dries, it'll go right down. We're going to get into finishing this up right now. Now, I'm going to probably trim this section first. We can do the light indicator area and so forth, wrap around the edges and everything else. So let's do the light indicator area first, actually, and then we'll finish up the fender flare section in the bottom area. Let's get into here. Now, this should be ready to go. We'll add a bit of warmth to the film. And this is an area you're going to want to post to. This is a very heavy indentation. Be super thorough when you squeegee this out right now. Right, same thing in here. We're gonna go into this recess. Not too hot. Oh, there's our, whatever you want to call it, our hole there. Okay, let's get some post heating in here. Super important. You only have to hit about 150 Fahrenheit. I can kind of feel, like I have experience, so I can feel what that feels like through my glove. And even just timing, getting used to your heat gun and so forth. Get used to these things. The same thing in here. You see the film ripping, that's okay. That's getting cut off anyways. Small bubble there, that doesn't even matter. I can get that just by, again, lifting slightly here. There we go. And a little bit down here as well. Now we're not going to cut that right away because it's going to be too hot. A little bit more in here one more time. Good. Let's give that time to cool before we cut it. It's going to be really hard to cut if you don't. And then here, all I'm going to do is elevate the film. I'm going to hold the film like this, give it some tension. I'm going to wrap it. I'm just going to give myself about a ½ inch, quarter inch or so to roll around. The fender flare sits very flush to this edge, so all this extra is just extra. It's going to cover any paint that would ever be seen, as long as I don't come in past that edge. And this just makes cutting easier, less risky. You don't have to worry about cutting on the paint and so forth. So here I'm going to come around towards that corner. I'm going to come in nice and tight to this corner here. Because again, bunched up material in the corners sucks. Makes it really hard to do nice corners. Hit that with some heat. Finish up that. Finish up that. Don't need much heat. The heat just adds a bit more pliability to the film. And again, the plastic trim sits right over this. All right, let's get into the rest here. So I'll go over the edge with my finger first. Now with the fitment of this bumper, from what I remember, it was pretty terrible. So I do want to get this around a reasonable amount. It will probably show. I think we're good. We're actually underneath That's the edge of the fender right there. Yep, just check with the hard edge of my squeegee. That's it right there. That's it right there. Good. Just snap the blade off soon. It's getting a little dull. Getting super important to have a nice sharp blade with TPU. Okay. Let's finish up this corner here. Might as well just get in there now. And the metal is so rough on the inside. Like this is, look how rough this edge looks here. You can see this is metal though. You can see that it's not moving at all, okay? That's just the metal. You have to look underneath, there we go. So that's just the metal, that's why it was funny to cut there. So I can't do anything with that, that's just how it was formed. Yeah, at least it shouldn't be seen once we slap the bumper back on. Okay, let's finish up here. Make sure you're not stuck to the light. That's where masking tape usually comes in handy. Okay. And then let's lift that up. Trim away some more of that. Okay, you have to watch the headlight with your heat, so because that you can break it. It's not that common, but it can happen. Okay, so again, same massaging process. Now these corners are really hard to get down nicely. So if I look right from the underside, I will see wrinkles, but again, nothing I can really do about that. It is just a wrap after all. And it is TPU, so it's a little trickier to use or work with. Okay, that has to cool. I might as well finish up right up here, this top edge. Clean that up, go over with my fingers first. Let's get in there with the buffer side of the squeegee. Good. And that looks clean, that's good. Okay. The difference in a fresh blade is unreal, guys. Like you need to really keep those blades sharp. You will go through many more nut blades using this type of material. Jeez, still not sharp enough. See? There we go. I don't want to wrap too much material around there because the light is very tight fitting. And so if I do wrap too much around, the light won't fit back properly. Light, whatever, indicator, camera. Okay, that's good enough. Beauty. All right. And that's pretty much it. So you learn how to cut without touching any paint in this area here. We did the light area, squeegeeing all the air out and the material in with a little bit of post heating, trimming around the rest of our edges, doing the corner and so forth. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's more videos coming up. There's going to be the door, quarter panel, bumpers and so forth, mirror. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching as always. I appreciate it. Take care.